Hey everyone, I picked up some baby sunrose. This is the rose gold version at my local nursery today. And it is one of my favorite plants to fill planters with uh, because it's so fast growing and it propagates so easily. So I did want to talk about that today. Um, you can see already that some of the pieces that are hanging down have some roots growing at the leaf nodes. So that gets me even further on my way to getting rooted pieces cut off of this overgrown plant. So that's going to be my project today, using this overgrown plant to fill another planter. So that's just what I'm doing right here. So I'm going to start with the longest pieces and always cutting right under those leaf nodes there, because that is where the roots are going to be growing. And in some cases, the roots are already growing from them. Pulling off those bottom leaves, dipping the ends in some cinnamon powder, which helps to kind of, seal up the plant, but also acts as a little bit of a rooting agent. I have found it to be successful in getting plants to root more quickly and also to keep out bacteria. So I like to use that whenever I'm cutting and sticking directly in the soil. I will not be watering this. Well, I'll be leaving it outside, but it will not be raining at least for the next few days, so I don't have to worry too much about the ends of it. So yeah, this is what I'm doing, continuing to cut right at the nodes there, all around the plant. And I'm actually going to keep a nice looking plant in this pot, and I'm going to move that over to another one later. But I just wanted to show you how finding one good overgrown plant at a nursery can fill multiple planters for you. And this one, you can see, it was only $4.99, and I'll have 2 planters full of plants. It's a really great one if you're making arrangements and you have like blank space, because it looks pretty, grows well, and it flowers. Most of the ones that I have now are the variegated version of baby sunrose, and they flower these like bright pink flowers, and I don't have any that flower this like this yellow gold color. So I'll probably do another planter with the both of them, because I think that'll look really nice. Okay, probably just going to take off a few more here, because already this planter is looking pretty full from just the cuttings. I do expect them to root in about 2 weeks to see some root growth. So I will be doing an update around that time. But this is what we're going to go with. And I still have some other pieces I could be cutting off. So this is still looking really like a plant I would just buy for $5. And I have this whole extra pot. Here we are at 10 days out, and I did just want to take the video today because so many of these are blooming, and it's so much fun to have cuttings and just a little over a week later see them still blooming. So you can see that they are doing pretty well. There might be a couple of dried leaves here and there. There were dried leaves on them, to begin with, but we've got a lot of blooms here, so that shows me that they are doing just fine, and I imagine that there's probably some root growth. So some of these actually feel pretty well snug, so I'm not even going to bother with them. But the ones that are a little bit more loose, I'll pull out and show you. Like this one right here, you can see that it does have some roots that are beginning to grow. A nice good one at the bottom there too, or a couple good ones at the bottom actually. So even the ones that feel a little bit more loose in the soil, they seem to be rooting just fine. And again, obviously, the fact that they're flowering is a good sign. Also, this one feels like it'll have some roots too, which it does. That one, it's got much longer roots and is flowering. I'm just going to stuff them back in there. I'm not going to pull out too many because I don't want to destroy these new roots that you have. And again, you can kind of just tug on them. There's no real need to see that there are roots. I'm just doing it for the purpose of this video. I would suggest just leaving them alone, actually. Unless you're trying to prove that there are roots on them, like I'm trying to do right now. This one isn't looking super great, but you can see that you can see it's kind of a little bit dried, but there are some roots starting at the bottom. So not all of them are going to look perfect, and that's okay. Really just got to give it time. Again, this is only 10 days out, but I'm really happy with this. I basically got 2 big plants for $5. Hope this was helpful.
Subscribe to learn more with us.